Hello everyone, Cindy here with Monarch Mom DIY. Excited to be bringing you the January Craft Club kit from Magnolia Design Co. So first of all, let's see what we have in our kit. In your all-in-one kit, your surface is this gorgeous wooden cutting board. You get this 5x7 stencil you had me at homemade. You get a packet of our scorch paste and a brand new squeegee. Everything you need to complete your project. You've got photo directions, written directions, and even a QR code to watch a YouTube tutorial video. So let's get started. We're first of all going to just make our basic Craft Club project using the directions. We're going to peel our stencil. We're going to center it on our wooden surface. Now, if it's super sticky, I will fuzz it a couple times. This one, because I'm putting it on a bare surface and it wasn't super sticky, I'm just going to place it down. Now, if you're using the packet, you're going to want to knead it like I just showed you. We do also have jars of our scorch paste, which is what I'm going to use. You'll notice that it's kind of a light yellow color. We're going to apply it the same way we apply our chalk paste or our ink. We're just going to use a small amount. You don't need a ton. We're going to press it evenly, not super hard, over our stencil, and then go ahead and remove any excess from the stencil before we do our peel and reveal. Now, the peel and reveal is not going to be as striking because this is not the final step of this scorch paste. So go ahead and peel up your stencil. You will see the image left behind in a light yellow color. Now, what I have found to work best is to set a timer for 5 minutes. Go ahead and let your image dry for 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back in. I am going to use this heating tool from Magnolia, but you can even use a hair dryer, a blow dryer, to activate your scorch paste. So you don't want to touch it all the way to the board. Kind of start slowly a little ways away, and then you'll see that it will start to turn. I'm going to speed this up, but it really does happen pretty quickly. And there you go. There is our wood burned look with the scorch paste on our wood cutting board. Next, I thought it would be fun to try it on a painted surface. So I'm going to take another one of our cutting boards, and first I'm going to spritz a little bit of water on it, and then I am going to use some white Waverly chalk paint. I'm not worried about the paint being super thick. I just want to give kind of a whitewash look to this cutting board. Once that paint is dry, I am going to smooth it out. Sometimes when you use watered down paint, it gives a little bit of a gritty surface. So I am going to just smooth that out with some 400 grit sandpaper, and then we'll move back into using our stencil. I am going to fuzz this one a couple times because sometimes on a painted surface, if it isn't dry all the way, the adhesive from the stencil might pull up a little bit of the paint. So we're going to fuzz the back of the stencil a few times, and then we're going to center it again on our cutting board. Once that's down, we'll get our scorch paste again, and we're going to apply it the same way. We'll probably be able to see it a little bit better this time because our surface is white rather than the unpainted wood, which is really close to the color of the scorch paste. So again, going over lightly, making sure your scorch paste is getting in all of the mesh of the stencil, and then removing any excess from the top of the stencil. And there you can see the image on that white background. Again, I'm going to dry that for 5 minutes and then apply heat either with a heating tool, an embossing tool, or a hair blow dryer. And I think this turned out perfectly well on a painted service. So what about a tea towel? I love our reusable stencils. You can use them on lots of different surfaces. I have this yellow tea towel that was a Magnolia Craft Club surface a while back. I am going to center my small ink mat underneath it, right in the middle. And I thought this would be a cute image to put on a tea towel to maybe give as a gift with a monogrammed cutting board. Lots of ideas, but I'm gonna center that ink mat and then fold our tea towel in half so we can put our stencil down in the center. So I've washed my stencil and now we're going to apply it down. This time, because we are stenciling on fabric, we are going to use our Magnolia ink, and I am going to do that in the color black. And once we have our image covered with the ink, we are going to start to peel that up. The thing with ink is you don't want to use too much, but when you start to peel your stencil, if you see there's some places where the ink didn't completely cover, like that H letter down there, some of the letters, you can just lay the stencil back down and go back over it lightly with a little bit more ink until you get the image or the word or the letters completely filled in. Once we've done that, we'll go ahead and peel our stencil all the way off so we can let our tea towel air dry, and then we will heat set it with an iron. So here's the 3 projects we made today using our January 2026 craft club. If you're interested in joining my craft club, please comment craft club in the comments and I will send you that link. It's a really fun kit that comes once a month to your house with a complete craft project. Thanks so much and have a great rest of your day. Take care.